Commanding General Yohana here, ISUPK, the original ISUPK, 1969, Body of Christ. Here's what I want to tell you, man. Now, I want you to think about something for a minute. You've been studying the scriptures. You've been watching us on tape. You've been watching all kinds of camps on tape. And as you've been watching and studying, you realize that it's coming to the point where you got to put this into action, that you need to step out there on the street and handle that work. Now, here's what happens to a ton of brothers. A ton of brothers go out there without coming through the school and learning what they need to learn. And what happens is they run out there and then they run into problems that they don't know about. And they try to get them problems answered online and calling brothers and all that. And it creates a bunch of confusion. And in many cases, it eventually chokes the truth. It look like it ain't gonna choke it now because you feeling strong, your energy's up. Listen to me, man. Listen to me. You understand? I've been doing this 40 plus years. Okay? Ask anybody my name. It's going to all be bad, which it's supposed to be. All right? Christ said when they speak all manner of evil against you, that's when you know you're doing this work. Do yourself a favor. Come to the ISUPK first. Learn from the original school first. Even if you think it's too militant or too this, too that, don't let anything block you from getting the pure knowledge first, straight from ISUPK. I'm saying this out of love because I'm seeing too many brothers fall. They're getting up on the cats. They're getting with their clique. Bring your clique here and let your clique handle ISUPK. Because here's the deal. If your clique ain't strong enough to handle ISUPK, why would you go out on the street and get swallowed up out there? And if you feel like ISUPK ain't got it all down, then you should be man enough, you and your crew, to come to us and lay down and break bread and talk about these scriptures. Ain't no harm gonna come to you. Ain't no harm come to a man that disagree with the truth. You ain't trying to harm us. We damn sure ain't trying to harm our own. So come to the ISUPK, sit down in our classes, learn from us, and then you can make your serious decision on what it is that you're supposed to be. And I guarantee you, you're going to realize that it was much more than what you saw on that video, man. Much love to all you warriors learning, growing, and getting ready to bust out into this work. I see you soon. Shalom, family.
Really serious and you're looking for a Christ man, one who anointed with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord to do his will, I'm that nigga.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put y'all faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on cargo slave ship. What the fuck he do for blacks in his administration? I'm waiting, patient like a saint. Black, Hispanic, Native, they hate your ass the same. Paint Christ in they image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say he hate. African soul niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell, toilet connected to the saint. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lie sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of war. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a cop. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under your honor, ain't he murdered by them and got a hug from your honor. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priests bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, ranking order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ICE agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game. I don't know I'm black, they said I was going through a phase. There's more of us in jail than it was slaves. Chose by the Lord, we could never be the same. Soon as they born, the wicked go astray. They left the truth, they wasn't with us anyway. Niggas weak, they just saying anything to be truthful. We don't want no cowards anyway. Look, coronavirus, that's a plague. You don't get too much sleep when you waking up the dead. First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church. Came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my actions. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse. remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. There was design 5 for our babies to pass through it. And the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Hey, Shalom Israel. Welcome back to the One West Perspective, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's clap it up real quick. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. One of y'all getting back in here with me, man, on this Promptu show, man. Hey, listen, man. First of all, I'm going to say Shalom, Lord Christ, to all the brothers. And Shalom, Lord Christ, to all the sisters, man. This is Officer 500, not shy of ISUPK Alabama. And we are holding down the One West Perspective today. Just to jump back in here, man. It's been a little minute, man. I wanted to make sure I got in here with y'all just to kind of talk about what's been going on and what are some other things y'all can be looking forward to, man. You know what I mean? There's been a lot going on in the earth, man, and it's important that we talk about those things. But as far as the One West Perspective, how we're going to continue the show, man, it's going to be, we're not stopping the show, man. You know what I mean? The show is going to continue. You know what I mean? So we ain't gonna make no excuses. This show is going to continue. Y'all gonna get this One West Perspective. You know what I mean? Hosted by ISUPK Alabama, man. You know what I mean? So y'all can continue to get that. So shout out to y'all that's been watching and looking for the drops, man. The water for y'all checking in and coming to watch the show and whatnot, man. But just real quick, man, I wanted to get into a couple of topics, man. I wanted to talk about this Nolan Wells situation, man. What's going on with Nolan Wells is, man, there's a lot going on with that, man. It's like, I'm gonna mute my phone real quick. Yeah, man, this Nolan Wells situation going crazy, man. So it's important we talk about it, man. You know what I mean? If y'all been peeping the Nolan Wells situation, you should already know that this is one of those things that we talk about in the ISUPK of how do we align ourselves with and who do we not align ourselves with? How do we hang around these other nations and how do we not hang around these other nations, man? It's important that we talk about these things and get into it because stuff like this happens when we don't, unfortunately. So no blame given to Nolan, of course, no blame onto the family. It's just what do we learn from it and what do we take away from it, man? At the end of the day, you got to realize that these people are not your friends. You know what I mean? These other nations are not your people. And they're not somebody that you can trust your children with, man. You know what I mean? And every time we send our children into these public schools, I know school about to start up next week for a lot of people. Every time we send our children into these public schools, man, into these schools in general, we sending our children into the den. And you got to give them protection, give them wisdom, give them knowledge on how they should move through this den because they got to go through it. They got to go through this den of lions, man. They got to go through this den. They got to go through it. They got to be exposed to how other people live their lives. They got to be exposed to how other people raise their children up. And in school, all these things come together. And how do you protect your children? How do you protect your children from what these other nations push? How do you protect your loved ones from what these other nations push? Your nieces and nephews, man, maybe you ain't got no kids. You still got nieces and nephews. You got little cousins. How do you give your little cousins knowledge and wisdom and understanding to know that what they're going to go into is a heavy, heavy thing. And they should not be unwise in how they deal with it. They should not be unwise in how they go through life. So definitely that's why we talk about this Nolan Wells situation, man. That's why we talk about it, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about that, and then we're going to talk about Iran, man. So we're going to talk about Iran and what's going on with America. It's like, you know, my sometimes it be going out. I don't know why it be doing me like that, man. That's why you don't want no webcam, man. I ain't in the studio today, so it ain't like you feel me with the camera and whatnot. So it's a little different though, but it's all good. Y'all gonna get this work just the same. All right, let me so let's talk about Nolan Wells first. There was the audio that came out, right? The audio came out where the sister, I believe she's a sister, cleaned up the audio. Her name is Janetta Brantley. She cleaned up the audio, got it together, and you can hear more words in the tape, right? There was also an arrest that occurred, but the arrest was not related to the Nolan Wells situation. It was a totally different arrest. I think they was threatening Warren's mama or something like that. Warren Hudson was one of the people driving the boat. I think Warren was the one that made the phone call. Regardless, they are now I think they arrested somebody that was trying to threaten his mama or something like that. Just nothing really, right? No real like progress being made for what's going on with Nolan. You know what I'm saying? No real progress being made there. So, but I do want to get this video. Let's go to this video. If you ain't seen it, it's a heavy video. If you ain't seen it, it's a heavy video, man. It's a good one. So let me pull it up real quick. And then we're gonna get into it. Boom. What is that? Oh, so like I got closed out there. No sweat. Now I'm on IG online, so I can't scroll like. So y'all gonna have to watch the video with me. We'll let it play in the background and let it do its thing. So rock out with me for a second. Here we go.
So before I play this, I want to quickly explain what I did, what you're looking at on the screen, and why I chose to approach this audio the way that I did. As a professional audio engineer with experience in dialogue editing, dialogue cleanup, sound design, and post-production, I decided to work on that CTO call using traditional audio processing techniques rather than relying on any AI voice separation.
Now, the CTO call, if you can recall, the CTO call was what happened when Warren Hudson and I think it was another person, they had called in and tried to tell the people that their boat was sinking and that they needed somebody to come give them a lift and help them get back to shore. This is the call when he called in, and she's saying that she's an audio engineer, right? Which means she works on sound and she improves sound, and she is basically cleaning up the sound to give you a better understanding of what's really going on and what happened in the background. So that's what she's saying. All right, let's keep going.
Or AI enhancement. My goal was pretty much to preserve as much of the original recording as possible while making the quieter dialogue and background audio easier to hear. Mm-hmm. So I basically used techniques such as subtractive EQ, compression, gain adjustments, noise reduction, frequency isolation, and other traditional processing methods. And I specifically chose not to rely on AI because aggressive AI enhancements and voice isolation tools can sometimes introduce artifacts and distort the speech or create ambiguity around the sounds that were originally present. And for something this serious, I wanted my processing to remain as conservative as possible.
And that's important what she just said, right? She talked about how AI can add these artifacts, how it can add enhancements, it can add distortion to the voice. That's one thing about AI that a lot of people don't realize, like casual users may not realize about AI, that there is this ability for AI to change things. It's an ability for AI to make mistakes. One of the things that, like, I use ChatGPT all the time, right? At the bottom of that ChatGPT window, it says AI can make mistakes. This is a real thing that people are trying to deal with, and they don't know how to really work around it, right? Because they call them AI hallucinations. Sometimes AI can do these things, and that they create some false narrative. And what she's saying is she didn't want to use AI. She wanted to, because it does all those things. She wanted to make sure she conserved the audio as best she could. and it was very clean and it was accurate. She wasn't creating anything. That's what she's describing. All right, let's keep going.
For this first video, I'm sharing only approximately 37 seconds of the call. I originally intended to continue much further, but once I separated the dispatcher from the boat and started concentrating exclusively on the background dialogue,
Yeah, that's what you're finna see. It's a rough one. That's what you're finna see.
believed I was hearing became extremely difficult for me to process emotionally, and I needed to take a mental break. But I wanted to release this portion because some of the details that stood out most to me occurred very early in the call, like right at the top of the call. And so I'm gonna let the audio play. Read my transcription if you want to reference, but don't allow it to determine what you hear. I want you to listen first, listen again, compare it with the original recording, and then judge it with your own ears.
So now we're gonna get into it, right? This is now the audio. And I'm gonna remove it just so y'all can prepare yourselves and you can think about it, right? There's I don't know how you say this. There's a knack, or there's a thing that happens when you see a word like typed out on the screen, and then you hear a word. If you don't really hear it well, your brain kind of connects to the words that you're reading, and that's the sound. And that's what she's saying. So if you won't cut the screen off, turn the phone over and just listen, and then you can actually see and make a determination for yourself and what you hear. And then when you hear it, let me know. Get in the comment section. Let me know what you hear. Are you hearing what she's putting on the screen, or did you hear something different? Take your time and look at it. Take your time and hear what the audio is actually saying about this situation. So, all right, let's go and get into it. Like I said, if you want to turn your phone over now. After that, I'm playing the video. You feel me?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership. Shut the fuck up!
So there you have it. That's the audio, right? What y'all hear? Get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all heard. What did y'all hear with in regards to Nolan and what you heard in the video, man? You know what I mean? So like, give me 1 second. I just want to add this in here. Just real quick, you know what I mean? Yep, that's right. Yeah. So yeah, man, it's an interesting one, man, and I definitely heard some things, right? Like, it's clear there was some distress on the boat. It's clear that there was some insecurity, uncertainty, a lot of, you know what I mean? It was some things going on that people hadn't talked about. There's some things going on that they're not revealing, right? And I think that's the piece that I would definitely want to hear about. And I know a lot of people are talking about we should not investigate this case, or they should drop the case, but there's clearly some things going on that they haven't revealed to us yet. And then also, I saw that they was talking about the autopsy the family did, which was independent of the autopsy the state did or the county did, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? They did one, and the family's autopsy was inconclusive. However, there was no neck. I think they didn't have a throat, and I think they didn't have a lung in there. So, and it's not unlike the brother in Georgia who they found rolled up in a mat. When the family wanted to do their autopsy, there was nothing but newspaper inside of his. So, hey man, there's a lot cover. I ain't saying it's cover up, But it's a cover up. You feel me? There's something going on, man. There's something in the water. You feel me? Something in the water, man. So, yeah, man. So, so that's the family's autopsy. The state's autopsy or the county autopsy, whatever you want to say, they have not revealed what is. They haven't revealed their conclusion yet, and I doubt they're gonna reveal that probably until they go to court or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they'll reveal it up here this week or something like that. We'll see. But that's definitely something to pay attention to, something to see what's going on, and you know what I mean. Keep your ear to the street on this one. I'm really interested in what's going to happen here. So yeah, y'all stay rocking and rolling on this, man. You know what I mean? If y'all see any news, man, hit me in the back chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see any clips or something that it's interesting that we should bring out on the show, hit me on the back chat, man. You can hit my Facebook. Is UPK Not the Shy. You can get us on ISUPK Alabama. Send your clips in, man. Send your comments in, man. Or you can comment right here on the videos. I watch these videos. We comment on these videos. We definitely engage with our audience. So definitely do that. All right. So that's Nolan, right? That's Nolan Wells, man. That's Nolan Wells. And then there was another story that came out about the brother Carmelo Anthony. I think they had they are switching up their legal. I ain't looked a lot into that, man, but I'm gonna look into that, and we'll probably bring that out on the next time I get in here with y'all, just to kind of follow up on that story. But my main story, boy, listen, this is my favorite thing to research right here. This is one of my favorite things to research, and I ain't been researching it here recently because, you know what I mean, family been family, and life, you feel me? But I saw this one, and it was good to see it, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this story up real quick, and we're gonna get into it. Boom, boom. This time instead. Boom, boom. Yeah. So everybody talking about Iran, right? I mean, the news has been talking about Iran, but it's like it's so consistent in the news that you don't even get to pay attention and dive into it because it's changing. Trump keeps saying that we're reaching peace deals. Iran keeps saying we hate America. We're going to unalive you. We're going to delete you. And this is what you see. And the news consistently talks about it. The news consistently says this is what's going on, but it's hard to see what the truth is, man. So one site I definitely watch, like I read a lot, is Al Jazeera, just because I like independent news sources. You can say Al Jazeera is not independent. You can say they are leaning to the left. I think they're more less conservative, more liberal, right? I think that's how they feel like. But I think people say that because they are not pro-America. I like them just because it's an outside news source, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So I think, let me see, Al Jazeera. Who owns Al Jazeera? Yeah. So Al Jazeera is owned by Al Jazeera Media Network, which operates as a private foundation for public benefit under Qatari law and receives funding tied to the state of Qatar. So it ain't pro-America, but they still are ally America, so that's why their news is allowed here. But they ain't you feel me? It's still outside of America, which is why I like it. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's get to it. Yeah. All right. Let's get to the story. So yeah, Iran says negotiations with Oman over Strait of Hormuz in final stages. Now, if you haven't been paying attention, the Strait of Hormuz is what this battle is all about, because Iran they've been doing a number. Listen, Iran is clearly controlling a lot of oil movement here in planet Earth through the Strait of Hormuz. Trying. America is not liking it, but they can't do nothing about it because Iran got a death grip on the Strait of Hormuz, and they are not letting it go. They trying. America trying, man, but they are not having a lot of success. So they're having to be diplomatic with it. They're having to be diplomatic with how they do what they do. So it's an interesting story nonetheless. So let's read a little bit of this article and see what's going on, all right? So Tehran's announcement comes after Trump said U.S. would hold off on new Iran attack in hope of quick deal. They're trying to say this, they had a quick deal coming on. So America might not attack them if they can get this deal done. Iran's foreign minister says negotiations with Oman on Strait of Hormuz are entering their final stages as Tehran insists. Let me make sure y'all can see what I'm reading. As Tehran insists. It's like, I lost where I was at. Hold up. Let me get to it. There we go. Tehran insists the vital waterway will never return to its pre-war status. What does that mean? In a post on Telegram on Sunday, Abbas Aragachi said that in a report he presented to the cabinet, he described the negotiations between Tehran and Muscat as on the way to being finalized. Foreign Ministry spokesman Ismail Bagahi said that Tehran and Muscat were close to reaching a deal on a new maritime route through Hormuz, separate from existing corridors. So that means that they're trying to get out of that strait that they've been using, right? Let me see if I can pull up the Strait of Hormuz for y'all, so just so we can have a reference point. You feel me? I like that one. Let me open that link in a new tab. So just for y'all's remembrance, right? This is where Hormuz is, right? The Strait of Hormuz is this strait right here that they have to go through. Out of the Gulf, you know, all this is Saudi Arabia, Oman, UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, Iraq, Iran. All of these folks produce a lot of oil, and all this oil goes through this strait, and it goes throughout the whole world. You understand? That's where that Strait of Hormuz is, and that's where the fight is right now. Let's see. What else? Boom. Let's see if I can get back to the story real quick. There it is. My bad. I got a lot of tabs open. All right. All right. So let's go back a little bit. So in a post on Telegram on Sunday, Abbas Aragachi said that in a report he presented to the cabinet, he described the negotiations between Tehran and Muscat. Tehran is in Iran, Muscat is on Oman, right? If you remember, the country of Oman was over there. Just one more time for y'all benefit. Here is Oman. Muscat is in this place here, right? That's where they're having to hold these negotiations because they cannot hold them in Saudi Arabia because that's a friend. The majority of these other countries are friends of America. Oman, I think, is like a third party, an independent party, right? So that's why they're doing it in Oman instead of doing it in these other places. All right. Back to the story. So it's on the way to being finalized. Foreign Ministry spokesman Ismail Bagahi said that Tehran and Muscat were close to reaching a deal on a new maritime route through Hormuz, separate from existing corridors. So they're trying to get another route through Hormuz than where they've been going through. We are now going to reach an understanding on a route acceptable to both sides, neither the northern route nor the southern route, but one that respects the sovereign rights of both sides and safeguards our national interests and security. Bagahi said in an interview with state television. So they're going to try to find another route. We don't know what that route is at the moment, but they're trying to find another route. Muscat did not immediately comment on the matter. Both Iran and Oman's territorial waters border the Strait of Hormuz, the key waterway through which about 20% of global oil consumption is normally shipped. Details of the new route were not immediately clear, but Iran has effectively maintained control over the strait since the breakout of the war. On February 28, the U.S. and Israel launched strikes aimed at destroying Iran's missile program, preventing a nuclear weapon, and cutting off support for the allied armed groups. Come to find out, they say Iran ain't even got no nuclear war missiles. Now, you believe that if you want to. I don't believe that. I think Iran got some, but I don't think they are I don't think they intended to use it, right? Because I kind of go back and forth on that, to be honest with you. To be honest with you, right? I kind of go back and forth. I think Iran has capabilities to quickly get to nuclear weapons, but I can't say that they got them. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that they got them in abundance. They definitely don't have them in abundance like America got them, like Israel got them. And then Israel clearly has said before that they don't have nuclear weapons, but that's a lie. Clearly Israel got the nuclear weapons, but I don't think Iran has them to that level, right? I think Iran may be a few steps away, but you know what I mean? That's my opinion. I don't have any data to back that up. But what I will say is that Israel is very keen on shutting Iran down and making sure that they don't, because they know that once Iran gets to a point where they're sick of these folks, as you can see, they're not quitting. They are not going to quit. Iran will not stop. Listen, man, they struck Iran, and Iran don't give a dang about nothing. Iran is sending them missiles, and they are close enough to Israel to cause damage. If Iran had a nuclear weapon and they would send it to Israel, it would be over with for Israel. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's definitely, you know what I'm saying? I think it's definitely something to pay attention to. Now, NRC, I think the NRGC was a nuclear regulatory body or whoever they was. They went into Iran and confirmed that they did not have nuclear weapons. However, Israel didn't believe them, and that's why we got into this war that we are in right now with them. You know what I mean? So, and back to the story, like they were saying, now they're trying to change how things go through the Strait of Hormuz. So it's an interesting take, man. I think it's something that we should always pay attention to and see what's happening over there. So like, I have to close out my window. It's something to pay attention to, man. You know what I mean? It's something to pay attention to. If this negotiation goes through, I wonder how it will affect the world at large, right? Because right now, what's happening right now is that the world is losing on this oil battle, right? Iran is preventing a lot of oil getting to the place that it needs to get to because of their control on the Strait of Hormuz. What I'm interested in seeing is, with this negotiation, how will Iran respond? And how will the remaining powers on that coast respond? You feel me? Because, don't give me no, what you call them, viruses or something like that? Hey, man, they tripping, man. Look. They tripping, man. Let me close out of that window and we'll just open another one. Man, it's crazy how these hackers be doing, man. It's crazy how they're trying to get you to sell all of your information, man. I'm not going. All right, so like, bear with me 5 seconds. Let me get the story back up. We'll get here and present, share screen. Anyway, so yeah, you understand what I'm saying. It's something to pay attention to. I think, yeah, the thing that's also curious to me is how China is going to respond with this. How does China and Russia respond to all this? Because as you can tell, if you haven't been paying attention, Russia is having a time. They're having a hard time over there, man. Russia is not in control like they was. They're losing a lot of people in this war that Russia is in. You know what I'm saying? And I know China was aligned with them, but Russia is losing like its political power because it's losing the war that it's having with Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? Like, before, we thought that Russia was just going to take them out and it was going to be over with. But this war has continued for a long time. I think I saw in the earlier part of 2026 that they had lost like 1 million troops. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick and we'll get back to it. Yeah, so Russia has suffered an estimated 1.4 total battlefield casualties, a total of 1.4 million. Let me share this side with y'all. So Y'all know I ain't lying to you. Russia has suffered an estimated 1.4 million total battlefield casualties, including between 400 and 450,000 deaths, alongside massive equipment losses since the full-scale invasion began in February of 2022. So even that's why I say this Russian-Ukrainian war that's going on, bro. Like, hey man, listen. Hey man, Russia is not the powerhouse that we thought it was. And the same thing goes for America. America is not the powerhouse that we thought it was. It's not that America is weak, and just like I ain't saying Russia weak, but at the same time, they are not the superior power of the earth that we thought they were. Because they sent that Operation Midnight, where they sent them B-2 bombers from America to Iran to bomb them. They spent millions of dollars to coordinate that attack, and Iran sent like $30,000 missiles back and was destroying, wreaking havoc over there. You feel me? So, something to pay attention to, man. Something to pay attention to. I'm definitely watching this story as well, so I encourage y'all to watch it, man. What y'all think about it, man? Give me y'all input, man. If y'all watching this type of stuff, or y'all just watching what's going on in the rest of the world right now? Y'all watching Boosie or something like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all watching Boosie and Webby and all the rest of these brothers out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Which I do enjoy. Don't get it twisted. That's not what I specialize in. You know what I mean? This is my interest. This is my forte. This type of stuff. You know what I mean? This geopolitical stuff is where I you know what I mean? I get a lot of enjoyment watching. You know what I'm saying? But I got brothers on here that enjoy that, and I bring them on the show, and they can definitely break it down. Like Officer 500 Picard out of Alabama, man. That brother, he knows what's going on with these streets. And when I bring him in, he's gonna break it down clearly and explain to you how these rap beefs and how these things are impacting us today. That brother know that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So I bring him in. You know what I mean? I bring him on the show, and he'll break it down and clearly tell you how it's supposed to go and what you should be knowing and what you shouldn't know about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I love that brother. He's going to be on here. Same with Officer Gun. He's going to jump on the show. He's going to bring his truth, and he's going to bring out the facts of life for you. So listen, that's what the show One West Perspective is all about. We're giving you that One West perspective on things that are affecting our people and affecting our communities, so you can know how to live through life, man, how you can move through life, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's all about. But anyway, man, I just want to get in here today, man, and just kind of drop this on y'all real quick. Listen, man, I appreciate y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all for peeping the show out. Listen, if you have anything that you want to, if you have any questions or topics that you want to bring out, hit me on the back chat, man. You can hit also Not the Shy. Well, I think it's UPK Not the Shy on Facebook, UPK Not the Shy on IG, UPK Not the Shy. I think it's One West Soldier on TikTok. Or you can hit the ISUPK Alabama, man. We got that page going as well. You can definitely hit the back chat there. Anything that's ISUPK Alabama, hit that up. You'll get in touch with us, man. You know what I'm saying? And with that, I'm going to catch y'all on the next one, man. If you, again, reach out to us, I'm going to say Shalom, Lord of Christ, to all the brothers. Shalom, Lord of Christ, to all the sisters. The water for y'all checking in. We'll catch y'all next time, Israel.